We begin this hour with news from China, where Canadians Michael Kovrig and Michael Spavor are marking 2 years of imprisonment today on spying charges. The Chinese Foreign Ministry commented on the case today. The spokesperson created some confusion over the status of the legal proceedings against the two Michaels, but the Canadian Embassy in Beijing has now confirmed with Chinese officials that Kovrig and Spavor have not yet gone on trial. The arrests of Kovrig and Spavor, now widely seen by Canada and its allies, as retaliation for the arrest of Huawei executive Meng Wanzhou. Patrick Falk has the latest from Beijing.
These reports that have come out have caused a lot of confusion, and as you say, we have gotten confirmation now that what was reported, and that was that the two Michaels had possibly seen the inside of a courtroom, were not accurate. What I had heard earlier today during that press briefing in Beijing was that they were to face trial. There appears to have been some sort of mistranslation. The question that was asked, in fact, was, given these other reports about U.S. prosecutors possibly making a deal with Meng Wanzhou's lawyers to resolve criminal charges against her and the possibility of her coming back to China, I'd asked whether or not that meant that the two Canadians would be returned to Canada as well. But spokesperson Hua Chunying was very careful to sidestep that question. That's another reason why it would have been odd that she would have slipped in such an important fact, if you like, into this sort of statement. It just didn't entirely add up. But yet, as I say, she didn't sort of answer directly, particularly after the Chinese embassy in Canada had made this point that it was being vilified over Canada's remarks that the two were being arbitrarily detained. But you know, as you say, it's hard to deny, or it's widely believed by most people, that this is an act of retaliation.
We are getting more details about the condition of the pair, Patrick. What can you tell us about that?
Yeah, well, we heard from Ambassador Dominic Barton that the two were in good health, both physically and mentally. But, you know, you have to read between the lines a little bit as well. Given the sensitive situation that they're faced with and the possibility that there may be some sort of bargain going on behind the scenes, perhaps he was being careful not to rock the boat and upset the Chinese. That's why it was slightly strange, perhaps, that Foreign Minister Champagne made comments which perhaps contrasted with that, and so it's difficult to understand whether or not there was any sort of particular strategy behind that, but as I say, there may be some sort of intention not to rock the boat too much at this point.
Freelance reporter Patrick Falk in Beijing.